Welcome to Lesson 22 of our interactive notes. Lesson 22, multiplying by two two-digit numbers using the expanded algorithm, pages 63 and 64. All right, so our content objective for 4th grade NBT numbers base 10b5. I can multiply a whole number up to 4 digits by a 1-digit whole number. For OAA3, I can determine how reasonable my answers are by using estimation. Language objective. I can use vocabulary related to multiplication to explain how to multiply multi-digit numbers. Social objective. I can work with others to create a model to prove the solution to the multiplication problem. Alright, so here are different ways that we have learned or will learn how to multiply two two-digit numbers. In our last lesson, we did the area model. Here's a way with the distributed property, but actually all of these ways are dealing with the distributed property. This does it more like the high school method, where they use the acronym FOIL. First, 60 times 20, so the first. Outside, 60 times 4. Inside, 7 times 20. And then last, 7 times 4. So you're making sure that each part of the multiplier goes to each part of the other number we're multiplying by. So that's what we're doing in different forms. Last one was area model. Today we're doing the expanded algorithm. There is a standard algorithm, but you will learn that next year. So don't worry about it. If someone wants to show you, tell them next year. Because what happens with that standard algorithm is steps get misremembered and the answers tend to be wrong. So we want to make sure you know why that works. So in 5th grade, you have no problem with it. So these are our main two methods. This is another way to look at it, but all of this is doing the distributed property. So let's look at our expanded algorithm. We did it with the 1-digit to 4-digit. Now we're going to do 2-digit to 2-digit, and that will make it a little easier, I think, as we go along. So when we're multiplying, first we do ones place to ones place. So 4 groups of 9. Now my multiplier is the bottom number, so that's the one I always put first. And 4 times 9 is 36. Next, I multiply the ones place to the tens place. Not in the same number. I'm making groups of the other one. So now I'm doing 4 groups of not 7, but 70. So I need 4 groups of 70. The placeholder moves everything over a place, because that times 10 moves it over. 4 times 7 is 28. So now I've done the 4 groups of 79 in 2 parts. Now I need to move on to multiplying the tens place to the ones place. So my tens place, I have 30 in my multiplier. Not 3, but 30. 30 groups of 9. 30 times 9, 1 placeholder. That's going to move it over 1 place. And 3 times 9 is 27. Then we multiply our tens place to our tens place. So the 30 groups of 70 now. Groups of 70. 1, 2 placeholders, moves it over 1, 2 places, because 10 times 10 is 100, so it moves this all the way over to the hundreds place. And then 3 times 7 is 21. Okay, now that we have all these partial products already lined up for us, because remember, we always line it from the ones. There should be no blank spots here. There can be over here, but none here. 6 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 6. Ooh, look, I found a 10. Anytime I find a 10, I put those together first, because 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18. It's easier to get to the total that way. And then plus 0 is 18. I already have my 1 up here for regrouping. So the 1s go up here, and it's 10 tens, so that goes over to the hundreds. That's already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2. So 2,686 is our final product. Okay, let's go ahead and do it again. So we multiply the ones place to the ones place. Ones place in my multiplier to my ones place. 2 groups of 7. 2 groups of 7 is 14. Because I don't know my 52s, I don't know my 67s, but I do know my 2s times my 7, and I do know what 2 times 60 will be. So breaking it apart makes it easier to do. So now I'm doing my ones place to the tens place. 2 groups of 60. And this will take care of the 2 groups of 67. Placeholder moves it over a place. 2 times 6 is 12. Now I've taken care of all my 2 groups of 67. Now I need to do my 50 groups of 67. So I'm going to do my tens place to my ones place. So 50 groups of 7 first. My placeholder moves it over a place. 5 times 7 is 35. Okay, and then finally, my tens place to my tens place. 50 groups of 60. Now I've taken care of the 50 part, 50 groups of 67. So all together will be my 52 groups of 67. 2 placeholders moves it over 1, 2 places. 5 times 6 is 30. Now we have all our partial products here. We just need to add them together. I get 4. 1, 2, 3 plus 5 is 8. 1 plus 3 is 4, and then 3. So my final product, 3,484. Now it's part 2 of our interactive notes, our 3-column notes, to practice using our expanded algorithm just a little bit more.